I'm a good man, shake your hand, firm grip rule, 72 wins, lost 10, ballin' with the flu, more than 2 M's.
Alright, so we back at it again. I'm gonna give y'all guys some tips, cause it's crazy. Can't even lie. I've done this before, human. We grow past certain things, but a lot of guys, most of the times, just go off a woman because, oh, she looks good, right? But let's really dive deep into this. Especially if you are older. I'm gonna be honest. It's not really if you're older. It's just in general. I do believe dating is you can't be surface level because this is the person you're giving your energy and your time to. You know how valuable like your energy is for real. So you can't be giving your energy to everybody because there's so many people out there that are leeches that will just suck your energy negatively. You feel me? So don't just date that person, bro. Don't be trying to talk to her. Oh, she look. I mean, yes, if she look good, that's the first thing we see. The eye attracts, but also go a little bit deeper. When I say go deeper, when you're actually getting to know her, no more than her favorite food, her favorite color. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna give y'all 5 deep questions. Bump the number. I'm gonna just keep talking. I'm gonna give y'all some deep questions to actually go into this whenever you're getting to know somebody, so you can actually know them on a deeper level. Okay. So, told you I'm gonna give y'all some questions. Let's start off. Cause when you're, getting to know this young lady or whatever she is, you feel me? You want to know about her. So yes, you have to start off surface level. Hey, what's your middle name? Like, where are you from? What's your favorite food? Like, what do you like to eat? But this is where it starts getting deeper, right? This is one question, and I don't know if I'm giving it to y'all, too soon, but is how do you need to be loved in this season that you're in? Like we talk about this mental stimulation, right? It's deeper than surface level. You want to know how does a person need to be loved, because that's going to give you 2 things. The first thing is going to let you know how do they need to be loved, and you just do that. Like, not trying to be weird, but when you ask questions, they're going to give you the answer. Number 2 also too is you can see if you even can do it, because a lot of guys are trying to date a woman who may be above your pay grade on a mental stimulation level. You feel me? Like, if you want to, grow, yes, but if you're not willing to grow and you're trying to date a woman who, loves coffee, she reads books every day, she journals, but you refuse to journal, bro, you're a liability, bro. Like, you really are trying to, if you're not trying to grow with her, just trying to date her because she's cute, trying to use her, just leave her alone. So that's one of the first questions, okay? How do you need to be loved in this season that you are currently in? So y'all got that question. That right there question honestly should lead to a lot of conversation. So once you know that question, please always take notes, okay? Always take notes, because I do believe you study what you care about. So let's go deeper. After you ask the question, how do you need to be loved in this season? The next question should be something in the sense of, where do you see yourself in a couple years, 5 years? And the reason why is because you want to see a person's vision. If they can cast vision, where do they see themselves? And you can even see, do they really believe what they're saying? Are they just lying to you? Because when you can see where a person can cast vision, you feel me, where they're going to be, you can even see if you fit in that. Because that can save you a lot of time and heartache, honestly, because you may not even be able to fit into that person's vision or vice versa. So it's just these simple, I'm not gonna say simple questions, but these thought-provoking, mentally stimulating questions that will actually dive deeper into getting to know a person. Can't even cap to you. I think this is also a surface level question, but there's levels to it, okay? It's not like the first surface level. Think of it like surface level 0.2, 0.37 is, what is your love language? And it's not just because what is your love language. Just one, seems that person even understands what a love language is, right? Is, I don't want to say fishing to figure out how much knowledge they actually have in a certain area about themselves, and then understanding their own self journey. You feel me? Own self growth. Because when you ask that question of what is your love language, you can actually tell a lot about that. Like, for an example, if a person says their love language is words of affirmation, you know it's going to mean more for you to speak life into them than it is to get her flowers. Not saying getting her flowers won't mean nothing, but you're fulfilling that need, for an example, right? You're pouring into her how she actually wants to be poured into. That's very important. I know they know I'm recording. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into that love language one, okay? When somebody says, for example, my love language is words of affirmation or any of the love languages, like, ask why. like dive deep into. I mean, if people say that, and if you don't know, it's okay because y'all can take this quick 5 minute test on Google. Go on Google, type in 5 love language tests. And yes, this is the surface level of getting to know somebody. Okay, because your love language should not be the only way that you should be loving a person. It shouldn't. I promise you, it shouldn't. There's other ways that are a lot actually easier and a lot more, we can say, more powerful to love a person. But that's something that you do need to know too, because you need to know, is this person even in a season where they can be loved, right? Because some people just be dating just because they for fun. Are we a match? You feel me? But then going deeper into why is your love language? Like you can really ask because sometimes people are going to either deflect, they're going to put up a guard, or they're just going to tell you what you want to hear, or going to tell you the truth. And you, while you're doing, they're not just active listening, but open listening. And this is very important, guys. Shout out to my girl. I love her so much. She says this so much, and she says this in the sense of don't put your assumptions onto me. So whenever you're openly listening to somebody, you're not putting your prejudgments, what you went through, all the exes that you went through, all the shitty women, all the heartbreaks. You can't put it onto somebody else. That's putting assumptions onto somebody else, giving your own preconceived notion to her love language is physical touch. Just because your ex's love language was physical touch, they're not the same. I promise you that they're not the same person. You feel me? So you want to actually openly listen and dive deeper into why does the person actually feel this way? Why does the person say this? So you can truly understand the meaning behind what they're saying. All right. So if you stay for these 4 questions, I'm gonna give you some. Okay. This probably is gonna be the best question to ask somebody out on the date. So like if we could actually go on like a perfect date, what would that be? Or what's your ideal date? And when they tell you what's your ideal date, wait 2 to 3 to 4 weeks because they're gonna forget the question that you asked them. Then do the ideal date. You see how easy that is? Like it's so meticulous, so intentional. Because I do believe God is intentional. But we're gonna get back on subject. It's so intentional to the point to where you telling them how to, or you're asking them the question in the sense of what do you actually want that nobody has done, and you're doing it. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's one, you're listening. Two, you're asking the right question. And three, you're actually implementing what they said, which shows that you're paying attention when they probably thought it was just a surface level question. You over there in the back of your mind, oh, your favorite date's a picnic, huh? Okay, bet. So you like a picnic, you like flowers, you like this type of food, you like this type of wine, or you just want to stay home and light a candle, we can watch some Netflix. That's your perfect date. Because a lot of times, I'm not saying y'all spending money for nothing. Please invest into your woman, but also too, if she says she doesn't like going out, and you're going out, you're taking her out of her element, and you want her to operate at her best, but you're putting her in a situation that's going to make her uncomfortable, and you wonder why she's not talking to you, and you're wondering why she's being to herself, it's because you put her in that situation because you didn't even ask the right questions. So yeah.